It is Saturday, July 27th, 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with The Other Coast.
And that's where we insert a gunshot. Just a few for your bitch ass.
What's going on, peeps? We've been on extended hiatus.
Yeah, just trying to work on some production so it's not as ghetto as it was before. So you'll notice, an intro, you may notice a splash screen or two. And, we'll just keep on working up the production of everything.
That's a fact.
But the shit takes time.
That's also a fact.
Yes, sir.
But one thing remains the same. We're here to drop some knowledge about some games to y'all bitch ass niggas.
And not bitch ass. The assholes and the adolescents. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Gold Link.
So let's do what we've been playing to keep it simple.
I'm with the shits.
Why don't you talk about Mario Maker?
Okay. So, via the GameFly circuit, shout out GameFly, we received Super Mario Maker 2 in the mail that I played to its completion. 100% the story mode.
Very nice, very nice. Explain what Mario Maker is if someone doesn't know.
Mario Maker is a game in which you can formulate your own Mario level on the premise of any Mario game ever made. So you want some elements of Mario 64 in there. You want some elements of Super Mario Sunshine. You want some elements of just regular old school Mario Bros. You can make the world fit to your liking. There's crazy levels out there that people have made. And some of them shits are really fucking cool. I'm not a level maker, so I didn't personally make my own, but I did play several of them. I tried to do them in ranges, as some were a lot more difficult and others were like speed run shit. So there's vast difficulties for anybody trying to get into the mix a little bit. The story mode is cool. There's an objective that you're trying to get coins in order to repair this castle. It's pretty base level stuff. I can't say it's like the greatest story, but at least it makes sense as to like why you're doing what you're doing. So like the premise is you kind of want to collect as many coins as you can per level as possible, and it really kind of accentuates that or explains it really well in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I don't think people are looking for the story for Mario Maker. I think they more or less want to see how creative Nintendo can be with the tools that they're giving people to use. Because they're the masters of their craft, so they're going to take the tools that they give regular people to make and do, I would hope, like crazy shit.
So that's just a base synopsis of Mario Maker. You can go online. They have a whole, they call it Course World, where people who have created and submitted their worlds, you can play them, right there online. Like I said, you can go through a list and they change by, the top rated ones. You could sort them by, the most difficult. You could sort them by the easiest. You could sort them by, they have like a completion percentage associated with them. I guess that more so plays to like difficulty, but even still, I thought it was a really cool little feature that they had encompassed in the Course World.
And then if you like a person, let's say, that makes really creative levels, you have the ability to subscribe to them, right?
Yes, indeed. That is true. You can subscribe, and when you'll get a notification when they make a new level.
That's a really good feature for them, man.
Yeah, I thought that was actually really, really cool.
Now, and you can put, when you were saying searching, you can filter it in the same sense of like, let's say I want Super Mario 3, that like aesthetic.
That style.
And it'll just pick ones just for that, so you can do it for individual ones.
Absolutely. Which I thought was really cool. And even though it's in like Super Mario 3 style, it can still have features from the newer games, which I also thought was really cool.
I saw that with the sun level. I only played a little bit of the beginning of it, and I was like, that sun, they brought it from, I think that was Super Mario World 3, and they brought it to like the first one's art style. So the sun's fucking chasing you as you're running through, and it was like, that shit was definitely not an original one. That was really cool.
There was one where they brought it into like the newer Super Mario Galaxy looking style. That shit looks fucking crazy in the level when it's chasing you.
I think that's the one with the cat suit.
Yeah, and it's I think
that's Super Mario Brothers U or some shit like that. I forget the name of that one, but yeah, that's one of the newer ones.
Yeah, and it just looks great. Some of the older things in the new model look fantastic.
A lot of people don't like that art style. I never understood it. I never played the games enough to. Well, I played them, but just not like extensively. But I never understood why people got so pissed at the art style. I thought it looked pretty.
I don't even understand that either. I much prefer that art style to like the older ones. That's just me personally. But you could do a lot more. Like you could like ground pound, and you could kind of like do style jumps versus just like the standard 1-2 hop that you normally do in Super Mario, which I thought was really cool.
One thing I would, and I don't think they have this, but it would make me more into this because I like side-scrolling Marios. That's what I grew up with, but I definitely prefer like open world Mario games personally. It'd be cool if they took like I don't want to say like a Minecraft approach, but like give you like an open world, like say Peach's Castle for example, and let you run out and like on the fly like pull up menus to like craft certain things in the world itself. So they pretty much just give you like a world and then you control everything in that world, even like Mario Galaxy where you were pretty much put on a planet, so like and I know you mentioned that they do Mario 64, but that would have been really cool if they would have taken that to another level. I know that's like a whole
like create your own like world course, like because those were definitely like the Mario Galaxy courses were really really complex as far as like where you go in. Like that would be,
I'm talking like they give you a planet and you can even pick the gravity, like and I know you didn't play a lot of Galaxy, but Galaxy had like certain levels had like different gravity, so like your jump would go farther or you would be heavier and shit like that. There's so much possibilities they can do with that, especially like I said, Minecraft. Like you can just like, oh, you want to build a wall, you build a wall. You want to build stairs, you build stairs. Like you kind of build what you want. That would be fucking sick. I mean, if I was them, I would do like Peach's Castle, and then you go into paintings to create your own world, and you can, you set up your painting as your world. Yeah, like that's your hub world, and then you can, I want a water level, so it's a water painting, and you go in and you kind of tweak it from there. That'd be fucking sweet.
That's really interesting.
I was hoping they would kind of get to that point, but I just think that they're focusing more on the art styles, and they're supposedly dropping 2 more art styles according to leaks. But I'll definitely see.
Yeah, it's all in all, it's a pretty enjoyable game. If you're not the creative type like myself, you won't really get much joy out of creating like a world. I'm not really artsy like that, but I really did enjoy playing other people's creations and just like the standardized story ones that they made, because a lot of them just had cool premises that I really enjoyed. You could have like a whole underwater level. Some of them were, as far as the story is concerned, like you had like an objective and you couldn't do certain things. So like one of the levels that I had played was you can't jump at all. Once you jump, like you can't touch the ground again after you jump. So you literally only get like one jump per the game, and that's to jump and hit the flag. So, and it's pretty hard. Like sometimes it's really really difficult and it's challenging, and it switches up amongst the different generations of Mario, which is also enjoyable. So definitely a really cool experience.
Now, you were saying that you did 100 levels. How long do you think that took you to do?
Oh, to 100% the story?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say probably like a solid like 20 hours, maybe 25.
Okay. That's a good amount, yeah.
If you're like a speed runner as far as like Mario's concerned, like you probably beat that shit like really quick. But yeah, I think it's solid like 20 hours, 25 hours.
That's a healthy amount for a single player game.
Definitely. And that's not even really the main objective of the game. They really are trying to get you to create the worlds themselves anyway. So
now you didn't have online before, and then you got online because of this game, right?
You, as far as Nintendo Switch Online?
Yeah.
No, I had a Nintendo Switch Online a couple months back. I think when Smash came, I bought it. So yeah, I played. I don't really play that much online, which is
that was the thing about this game that I thought like was something I thought would deter people from it, because it's like it seems like if you don't have online, this game has like a very like it's. You can only play in single player. It's only going to be a certain amount.
To your creativity versus like.
So if you're not someone who's playing online and playing courses, it's going to be a quick experience for you.
Now, do you think you need the Nintendo Switch Online to do that? Like, are they making these games now to where it has to be like that?
I'm 100% positive they're making you can't Switch Online for this game.
Well, that's kind of try.
Well, not really. I mean, you can't play any game really without doing that.
I mean, that's I guess the age.
It's online. That's where we're at. Like I said, I only played a little bit of it. I appreciate it, and I think it's really cool. It's just wasn't really feeling it. I found myself enjoying it a lot more watching people play really hard levels than me playing the ones that Nintendo did.
Yeah, I know you saw the video that's circulating Facebook where it's like the 1,000 fire things twisted in a circle.
I've seen like crazy ones like bullet hells and shit.
That shit's fucking crazy, son. I don't know who made that, whose idea that was. That's sick. You're a sick person. That shit is really cool, but you're a sick person.
We'll put it on the screen and show them. But it's cool that, you know, it's like a challenge of like playing really hard levels, and it's just you're getting your teeth kicked in until you make it. Like, this is definitely going to be a game that's going to be streamed for a long time. It just, like I said, for me, I just didn't enjoy it as much playing it. I just definitely enjoyed it a lot more watching people play. And I just think that, you know, each game is not for everyone, but you could still appreciate how good it is.
That's super fair. Yeah, it's still an enjoyable game. I'm not the most creative type, so I'm not really the level designer, but very enjoyable.
Cool.
And I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York.